Gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He'll do it himself. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Ringo. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. With a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
When QBs get flushed outside the pocket and they have to scramble, you go into scramble rules. But more importantly, I think as a quarterback, I just want you to throw the football away when you get a chance. Throw that thing out of bounds. I don't get a loss on the play. Instead, the ball gets moved back to the line of scrimmage. I'd like to see him do that a little bit more.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this. Back fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
BYU has this offense clicking. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. BYU right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
To the ground, he's got it again. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Touchdown, Cougar! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That it makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Moore. They corral him out of bounds, mark him down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Offense set on first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Baxter. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in, so no matter what you throw at them.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. With the catch, it's Martin. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. BYU lines up quickly. They'll try to run for it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Makes the grab, ready for the 1st down. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. That's 20, he's got space. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Looking to get it in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a...
The fake, and he wants to throw. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a 2-point conversion there. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Sending the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Back to pass, it's Manning. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting in the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him.
He's loose on the right. At the 30. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here's the handoff. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. He now has 62 yards on the ground, and he is well within... There he goes! He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires downfield. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. From the gun, looking for a man. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. Gets it all the way out to the 42. What a nice job on that return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Cougars want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin fighting off the defender. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Calls it in. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in two, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And you're trying to get the ball to running back quick and let him get some space, but there is absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling it. Touchdown, Cougars. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Roberts.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. BYU right back to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. So close. Touchdown, but just out of bounds on the left sideline in the end zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll try it again from the line on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Quarterback moving. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch inside the 25. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Longhorn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Unleashes one. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To throw, it's Mockmeyer. The throw, that's caught, it's Martin. Still running at the 40. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. BYU lines up quickly.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter. You're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougars!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Texas offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Fires left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Kearney on the Jets. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Trying play action. The short hands, it's Martin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Hauls it in the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Finds the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off, but there is something to be said for handling this type of pressure.
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the country. Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, that they just took apart.
Yeah, they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. A shot toward the end zone, and he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They want to throw it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. So they march the ball 41 yards on that drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as they... Oh, it's a fumble! Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to...
Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Bears the pressure. Another incompletion on third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Simon. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They're going to run it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking to pass, it's Bachmeier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Martin.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Cougars have a lot of options on second and inches. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. BYU right back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They'll go back to the air on second down. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.